hear me. Do not have my camera on. What's up, YouTube? It's Artisan MC. If you can hear me in the chat, put a 1 in there, please, because apparently this thing is operating itself, which is weird. Somebody talking about that 2 trolls, 2 thousands. Amazing. Anyway, it's a bit dark. No name. Hello, haven't seen you before. It's a bit dark, so I'm using avatar right now. But just leaving work and had some stuff on my mind I want to share with you guys since it's hump day, Wednesday, the last 2 days of this year. Just saw Boba Fett early this morning, about 2 a.m. But there's also some news and stuff going on. So since this week is going to be kind of packed with stuff and festivities, I figure I'll just get my little reaction in early before Sunday. What up, AB? Hey, Bizzle to the meaty izzle. Ocho tres. So, Book of Boba Fett. I don't know who's seen it already. I don't want to ruin it too much, but I like it. I will say that one of the best scenes that I saw come out of that episode was, well, I should say spoiler alert, if you had not seen it. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Get one of the best scenes in the whole episode, which is one of the better scenes for Boba Fett as a character, which you get to see Boba Fett climbing out of that damn Sarlacc pit. That was awesome. I saw that, my little geek heart was pleased. I was like, oh, they did that? Thank you. What up, One-Eye One? I can't wait for episode 2 just because, to One-Eye One's point, episode 1 was good, but episode 1 was pretty quiet. There wasn't a lot of dialogue in episode 1. I mean, it was, but if you don't speak Rhodinian or Tuscan, the fuck you listen to? you don't know what the hell they're saying. Like you visited a foreign country and didn't learn the language before you went. So you just like, yeah, people talking, but I don't know what the hell they're saying. Sounds like something. So yeah, I'm waiting for the second episode because they can just ratchet up a little bit. But I like how they opened this episode with Boba Fett giving you a montage of his history without having to tell, without it having to be exposition. Put it that way. They did it in the sense that the montages were his dream in the backtop tank, right? So he's dreaming this stuff and remembering. And since you're there to watch the Boba Fett show, you're seeing his inner thoughts. It's the montage. So that works really well in bringing people up to speed on who this character is and what he's been involved with, and then how he got to the point where he's at now. What's up, Skillmonger? So I like that. I like the way that they did that. I should say I'm kind of in the bag for this show already. You guys already know I like John Favreau as a director. Like Dave Filoni as a director. An animator, right? Storyteller, right? I like the two of them together working on Star Wars because I'm a fan of the Star Wars movies. Like Boba Fett as a character, like Mandalorians as a character. Then you throw Robert Rodriguez in it too, which I know he's one of those directors that I like because he does everything in-house. He shoots efficiently, which is cheap but efficient, and he shoots quick. He gets the shit done because he does most of it in-house. And the motherfucker can cook. Not that I've tried his cooking, but he can cook. I like his setup. So you got a bunch of things that I really like already in this episode, in this show. When I get into this episode and seeing how he's telling the story of Boba Fett and bringing a new person up to speed with who this character is, what he's been through, where he comes from, and doing it just in the sense that he's dreaming in a tank. Perfect. I'm waiting to see what my brother has to say about this because you guys have heard about my brother recently. I do have a younger brother, and he's not really into sci-fi like that. He doesn't get down with sci-fi like that. But I told you he recently got into watching The Mandalorian. He really into that shit, right? So I was telling him, yeah, Book of Boba Fett is coming. We're going to watch that. So I'm waiting for him to hear his reaction to this now that he's seen it, because I know he watched it. My mother told me he watched it, right? So I'm waiting to hear his reaction from what he thought of this episode. Outside of, the consensus of the family, like, yeah, it wasn't a lot of dialogue in this. Like, no, it wasn't. I mean, not a lot of dialogue he understood. So I'm really interested to see how this episode brought in a non-sci-fi movie watcher. What did that person key on? What did they gravitate to? What did they, dislike? And for that part, it's interesting. For me, I was sold anyway. That's why I was there. It's 2:00 in the morning. I've been up all night with work because I was on call. Didn't even go home. I'm at work in the fucking clubhouse, sitting on the lazy boy, and like, look, I'm gonna watch this episode, then I'll go to sleep to wake up, within 3 or 4 hours to do my whole shift, right? Which is what I did. But I watched this episode before I went to sleep, and I liked it. I did like the episode. The only cringy part of the episode for me, is funny because it does involve something else I like. And if I was a little bit younger, I wish I was into it when I was in my 20s, because I'd still be doing it right now. But later on in the episode, where it's not a spoiler because they showed it in the damn trailer, when Boba Fett and Fennec Shand get into a fight out in the middle of the street in Mos Espa, they fight these guys. They take take out a couple of them, and then the other two run off. That damn free running scene on the roof of most Espa. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, look. First thing I heard in my head was run. Run. You know that song from freaking Six Underground on Netflix. That's the first thing I heard. I was like, goddamn way the hell these people in Star Wars free running. But whatever. It just seemed like it went a little bit too far with that. Just seems like it went a little bit too far with that. It's too much of our real world put into the sci-fi, and it kind of made me cringe for a minute. Like, oh shit. The obligatory run scene. Didn't get into that so much, even though I love free running. I think it's awesome. I'd be doing it today if I could, but I think about it. But that scene in the episode, I could have dealt without that shit. They need to free run. They could have did the same shit that they did, which was trying to escape on roofs. But they don't need to look like practice polished free runners. That's not what I was expecting to see in a galaxy far, far away. It's just a tinge cringe, okay? Just a tinge cringe on that one. Other than that, the episode was cool. Like AB was mentioning in there, damn Twi'leks. Yeah, Twi'leks be a fucking shady characters. Like that motherfucker for the mayor. I'm like, he wanted to die. I'm like, this little asshole right here. Okay, you got a message from the mayor, awesome. But you personally, that's I can see why the messenger gets killed sometimes. What's up? I'm listening. I can see exactly why the messenger gets killed sometimes, because you can say the wrong shit, but your snarky attitude will get you fucked up. Because I'm thinking the person you delivering the message to might have heard the message, received the message, understood its meaning and all that, and be like, cool. But your freaking attitude is what they don't like. That snark, look, just relay the message, homeboy. Leave the rest of your editorial shit out of it, okay? It increases your chances of getting away. The Tuscan leader shows some respect. Yeah, look, AB, and I'm driving, so forgive me for not putting your things up there right away, because I'm driving and it's raining and it's wet and dark. But what up, Ray Holla? They showed me a lot with the Tuscans that really interests me, because I really got interested in their fucking hierarchy and their culture. What's going on? Because that Tuscan chief, it's like, is he faking or what? Because he watching like, no, he ain't showing me nothing yet. And it was reminding me of what was it? Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, where certain people was just watching him, but they wasn't feeling him yet. They wanted to see what his heart was like. They wanted to see what he was out there doing. So yeah, you want to go out, you want to pick up the Joe and go out there and swing the wooden sword with everybody? All right. Your ass spitting up blood in this mud, don't be looking for us for sympathy. Look, right? So that's what I see it as, that leader of the Tuscan Raiders, he's sitting there watching him. He's sizing him up. He's sizing up Boba Fett. And the only reason you know this is because you already know what happens after that, right? He obviously ends up rolling with the Tuscans. And when you see him show up in The Mandalorian, he in full Tusken Raider guard with the stick and everything. So he get down with them. What you're seeing in this first episode is what's, I guess, leading up to that. So I'm interested. I'm on board. I want to see what this develops in, But it's making me a little bit more curious about the Tuscans, that they're not just, mindless savages, riding, wampas and shit. But there's actually something else going on in their culture, right? The other thing that I saw in this episode that made me giggle and say fuck them was the damn Jawas, dude. Them little thieving motherfuckers, boy. Them Jawas ain't no good. Them Jawas ain't no good at all, man. Jawas make me laugh so damn hard because look, Boba Fett crawled out the Sarlacc pit, right? Epic. Thank you for showing me that live action. Awesome, right? He laying out there hurt. Do these motherfuckers roll up and try to help him? No. They roll his ass. They strip his body and take his shit. These Jawas got no shame. No shame. The Jawas, look, I was dying when I saw that shit. Like, you got Jack too, huh? Them motherfuckers got sticky fingers, boy. They take everything. Left the boy out there in his underoos and his moccasins in the sand, and they knew he was alive. Just knocked his ass out. What about their business? I'm like, these little bastards, boy. Them Jawas ain't no good. Oh my God. And I don't know what it is, but it just makes me laugh seeing them do that shit because I don't necessarily hate Jawas. They're funny as hell, right? It's just like, I don't know. To me, it's like fucking the damn Ewoks stealing shit from you. Look, don't let the Jawas pull off that little robe and find out they furry under there and they just some damn Ewoks that left the forest moon of Endor. That would be some funny shit. They rolled his ass, boy, took all his shit. Look, they is fucked up. These Jawas is fucked up too. And what it seems like, it's just the same group. It's just the same group of Jawas. It's just the same motherfuckers. They were around taking everything. Like, shit. These motherfuckers, they running the business on freaking, look, they getting it off of Tatooine. They getting it. If you need to find it, you need to talk to a Jawa, because apparently they got it. Don't ask them where they got it from, but they got it. Even Mandalorian armor. These little motherfuckers, boy. What you need? I got you. Remember that shot R2-D2 and kidnapped? Yeah. The motherfucker. Look. But AB, them taking R2 in the original movie, right? In Star Wars, okay, you kind of get it. It's a loose droid. They taking it, they selling droids. You get it, right? That's not that big of a deal. But after the Mandalorian, when he sat down on that planet and came back and they stripped his goddamn ship, like he parked in the bad part of the hood and they just left his ship on blocks? Like, what? What he went through trying to get his stuff back from him? Now they was like, nah, we gonna barter with you. Nah, why don't you go get that sugar for me? Yeah. Go get that egg. We like that shit. That's all. We can't go get her ourselves. Why don't you go get that egg for me? I'll get you back your ship. Right? And then in this movie, the dude is laying there hurt. They don't try to help him. They take his shit and knock him out. Them Jawas ain't about shit. Them little motherfuckers ain't about shit. Yeah, man, they look, ill-gotten gain is what they do. Yeah, they got him, boy. Got him. Look, rolled that boy up. I'm telling you, left him out there in his long johns and his slippers. Shit. Like that. Look, I thought Din Djarin had a rough day as a Mando when he ran up on them Jawas, dude. Boba Fett had a rough couple days. Okay, that was probably a week's worth of time. Like after Return to Jedi, look, it was rough goings for a couple days, dude. Even at the end of this episode, the motherfucker still ain't got no clothes. He's still running around in his undergarments. Like, shit. He's been through too much. What's up, measly me? Just in here laughing about goddamn Jawas right now. Look, only geeks. But other than that, what else did I like in the episode? There's somebody in the episode, some female actress that's kind of known that I didn't realize was in the episode. And I think she was that Twilight that went ahead and paid tribute to Boba Fett. I have to go back and look at it again and see who she was, but I'm not recalling her name right now. Other than that, Fett getting two Gamorreans. I'm like, yeah, build up your crew, man. Obviously, they loyal to whoever's still on the throne. Big face or not. Look, they're sitting there getting busy with them. They're protecting them. Look, fuck it. I'll take them. Look, you just cut down on anybody that come my way, and I'll keep my eye on you. Finnick talk about you keep an eye on everybody. I already like being Nah. So, she is good money with me. I do like the character of Finnick Shan though too. She not for that bullshit on this. So she like playing the cavalry too in this motherfucker. You ever watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's like she got the same tone right now in this show. Like she ain't for the bullshit. Like, look, watch these motherfuckers and you might need to kill them. So I'm down with that. I'm liking that loyalty out of her bulls. Like, Tate eat my ass. Toity. Can't see that while I'm driving. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm interested to see what's happening with the Tuskens in him, how he get down with them, what's up with that Tusken leader. I want to see if he don't have one of them Jawas again till later, because that's how Timothy Oliphant's character gets the Boba Fett armor. He buys it off the Jawas. So we already know where that's going. So he down there on that planet for a minute without that armor. So he ain't getting it back till later on. So shit, what? No, yeah, that's right. This show is picking up after we get flashbacks. So yeah, be good. So what else is happening with him in this show? You got to introduce the mayor. You got to have him sit down at the table with the rest of the crime bosses and talk some shit. They're gonna have to beef up their numbers, because you can't run no criminal organization with just the two of you and two big heads. I mean, you're gonna need some. You got to get some more boys. That'll find you as a rancor or something. Like, look, some other things need to be happening. You need a crew. So enjoy him putting the band together like I'm watching El Mariachi or some shit. Desperado Boba Fett. So I'm down for that. Simple segue into what I'm down for is also down for this Cobra Kai season 4 that's coming out Friday. I got another day off. I'm going to Cobra Kai and the funk up Friday. I'm serious. I might try to see if I can get a watch party for that one. So I'm down for some Cobra Kai. I want to see what's going on with that. I shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm not expecting to be disappointed with Cobra Kai. Not expecting to. They've been doing pretty good so far. They've been doing good so far. Not pretty good. They've been doing good. That show, I was watching it for the first season when nobody was talking about that shit. And second season, everybody got on board like, oh shit, Cobra Kai is awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. Third season, I was still on board when they did all the nostalgia bait, got on with Netflix. I'm good. So season 4, yeah, bring it on. I'm ready to see some more. Yeah, these little kids goofy as fuck fighting, but the fuck. I'm here for the story. You can have a goofy fight with kids, not trained martial artists. Can't read your name because of the car and you wrote a whole book. I can't read all of that shit right now. What up, Malika? Yeah, that's not gonna help me see it either. That's way too goddamn much. Watched the first installment. Book of Boba Fett tonight. May not win at a convention a couple years ago. Oh yeah, yeah. Ming Na, from what I've heard, she's really nice. She Asian superbly. No, she's like 60 goddamn years old. I jump on her. As far as I know, she's still single too. She is not married. Ming Na Wen is not married. When she changed her name and took on the Wen, I think she divorced that dude. So she's still single as fuck. Still in good shape. Like, but I like her character. I've been watching her since, man, One Night Stand with um, One Night Stand with Wesley Snipes. It's like, damn, who's this Asian chick? You remember that movie? You old as me and my like in this bitch. If you're not, you got to go back and find it. Wesley Snipes, Ming Na, Natasha Kinski, I think it was, Kyle MacLachlan, One Night Stand. See how that's a fucked up movie. That came out in the 90s. The only thing close to that is Adulterers. Like, ooh, there's some different shit going on in that movie. Yeah, Skillmonger. I remember her as Chun-Li too, but One Night Stand comes way before that Street Fighter shit. Then I used to watch her on ER too, because I watched ER. That's what she changed her name. So I've been a fan for a while. It's not. I tell you guys, a lot of these actors, especially the older actors, I'm watching them for a long goddamn time. I've seen these motherfuckers age in front of my eyes at the same time I'm aging. So they're not really new to me. If I like them, it's because of their body of work, not because they just popped up today. And I'm like, okay, yeah, they cool. I've been down for a minute. At least the older ones. The newer ones, I give them a chance. I'm trying to get into it. See what their performance is, what they like. So far, there ain't been too many disappointments except for Brie Larson. That's a disappointment. But hey, sometimes you get a shitty apple. Yeah, she always about the brothers. That's why Wesley had her, because Wesley loved Asian chicks. And she was in that movie having full-on fucking sex scenes with Wes. Like, I can't. I think it was Ricky Harris, the comedian, said this shit about Wesley Snipes. Like, he don't do a movie unless he can actually fuck. Like, that's in the contract. I gotta have a motorcycle. I gotta ride a motorcycle, and I gotta fuck the chick for real. Like damn, is that your contract? Yeah, they had a scene, boy. She's good. So if she good with brothers, I'm good with her. Look, women come in all colors, and by the grace of God, so what? So it is what it is. AB in here, he understand. That's why I asked me him. Say yourself, black man, stick your dick where you feel like. As long as they have age, I don't do that. Yeah. So we can be black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Anyway, so yeah, I'm up for Cobra Kai. Malika, yeah, she was Wesley Snipes' wife in One Night Stand. Yeah, well, Robert Downey Jr. was in it too. Old school RDJ. Young RDJ after the pickup artist. Yeah, she was Win on ER, but she changed her name during the season of ER because she was trying to embrace her Chinese heritage. I think is what they said. Or she had married the dude, and he wanted to make sure she took on his name. She was trying to be traditional. That's what it was. Because before that, I can't remember what the fuck it was. But I remember when she changed it on the show to Ming Na Wen. That's what she had to call her. So Cobra Kai, Book of Boba Fett. Looking forward to Cobra Kai. Obviously, I want to see this 3-4 dojo thing going down. I want to see Terry Silver come back. I want to see Mike Barnes come back, character-wise. Other than that, Thomas Ian Griffith, yeah, I'm good with Thomas Ian Griffith coming back, playing Terry Silver. I want to see him come back. Look, if Chosen can come back, I need Terry Silver to come back, especially after season 3. I like that whole backstory they were giving Kreese and Silver. Like Silver was a little scary bitch back in Vietnam. Like, oh, that's fucking awesome, dude. Like he became the dude that actually died. Like, oh, that's so interesting to me. So yeah, I want to see Terry Silver show back up in this shit because that's gonna turn it up. That's gonna turn it up a bit. And if they get Mike Barnes back in there too, and kicking his ass, you'll have to have Chosen show up in America, right? Fighting alongside Danielson. Come on, man. I want to see that shit. I really do. I really do. What's up, Dead Set? Dr. Ross. I don't know what that one is. So I'm up for Cobra Kai. I was almost forgetting it was coming out until somebody had mentioned it. I said, oh shit, that's right. Yeah, good old Netflix, they sent me an alert. Hey, this Friday, Cobra Kai. I was like, yes, bitch. I will be there. Don't worry about it. What up? Yeah, Dad said we had to. I'll shoot you an email. You got some bullshit going on in your part of them. So the same bullshit you're already dealing with. What else you got? I still haven't gone to see Kingsman since I worked damn near around the clock yesterday. I'm not going to the movies tonight. I'm taking my ass home to my shower, to my bed, and somebody is dashing me some food to my front door. Hot. Because it is cold and raining out here, and I've been rained on and moist all goddamn day. Not fun. So I need to get my body temperature right. What else am I looking forward to? Oh, the other thing that I heard in the news last night when I was about to flip on Boba Fett was that fucking Nicole Young won her case massively and got $100 million. I'm like, this bitch. Look, when Dre had that collapse or ended up in the hospital, and she was there, I knew he was gonna win that. She was gonna win her case because that shit was looking slim to none for her ass before then. Once Dre hit the hospital and she was at the hospital with his ass, I knew it was a wrap. I knew it was just a matter of time before they just threw out the number. Because look, I saw somebody else's trailer or a thumbnail for this shit talking about $100 million for old used box. Yeah, that's what happens when you have kids with these bitches. That's what I said. Look, if you like, fucking strags and all the rest of that shit, that's your business. Do what you do with your dick. I'm not here to police it for you. But stop getting these bitches pregnant. Stop getting these chicks pregnant. Even if you like to fuck strippers or whatever the fuck. Stop getting them pregnant. What is wrong with you niggas? Look, every bitch you fuck, you ain't gotta, shoot up the club and give her a baby. Nigga, that should be something they pay you for, if you want to be honest about it. And at my age and my experience, you should be paying for this shit. Because I can tell you to a cent how much one nut for me costs. I can tell you. I know the dollar amount. That's a whole fucking house in California. Okay? So stop getting these bitches pregnant. If he would have been with her and not had any more kids with her ass, she would have got a little bit of money and got the fuck on. But because he had pumped her with some old babies and shit, grown or not, she feel entitled. Now I want to see the details of this shit to find out how much she is actually trying to rape him for and what's the details. Because I remember in her original divorce statement what she wanted his name and shit, the Dr. Dre name. I'm like, bitch, what? It was Dr. Dre before you ever met him. How the hell you think you can get that shit? So I want to see if what she actually got. I gotta know. I gotta know what she actually got. The money part, once I found out she was a lawyer, I knew Dre was gonna pay something. Once he hit the hospital, had that collapse, yeah, she gonna get what she want. Okay? Motherfuckers start feeling real mortal at that time and thinking, okay, well, fuck it. You see, Dre had been dropping music last couple of days or last couple of weeks. He been dropping music. I played some of it on my show. He dropping music, so he trying to get paid. He cashing in, some of these open checks that he had out there. So apparently he knew he was about to pay. So all of us who buy in his next album, that Detox that we've been waiting on forever, that's coming in the new year, yeah, we paying Nicole. We all gonna pay Nicole ass some money. So that's why I'm like, fuck that bitch, because she about to get some money out of my pocket too. Motherfucker, she in my pocket too, because I support Drake music. So that bitch in my pocket too, and I ain't fucked her once. You can't call that a failed marriage. Look, Ed said that Ed ain't never been married. Okay, any marriage that does not end in one of you dying is a failure. I've been married. I was married for 14, 15 years. That's the only way you get out of a marriage. There's only two ways you're supposed to get out of it. One of them leads to one of you dying until death do us part. If you get out before death, it's a failure. Even if it's amicable, it doesn't matter. It's still a fucking failure. You failed at a marriage. That's it. Nothing wrong with that shit. Apparently, a lot of motherfuckers fail at marriage in America. So it's not that big of a deal. I had to learn that going through divorce and have to rationalize this shit that don't everybody succeed. They don't. Because if it's not a failed marriage, what would you say a success is in a marriage? A success in a marriage is never having to divorce and one of you actually dying for that person to be unmarried. And some people, believe it or not, even after their spouse dies, they still don't remarry because they said their husband or wife died. They still holding on to them. My grandmother right now, her third husband is dead. That's her third fucking husband. They never got divorced. So is her marriage a failure or a success? Because she failed 2 other times. Those are the 2 divorces. Third time is the charm. Apparently she succeeded in this one because it didn't end in a divorce. That would make it a success because they got out the same way, the only way you can get out in the contract. Till death do us part. And she still loved that man. So I don't see her hopping up and getting married again right away. No. That's a success. You just have to understand what success is. Success ain't always that you holding a trophy and fucking winning. Sometimes success is, especially being married, we still together. Sometimes we might argue, but she do her thing. And I'm not talking about fucking around. I just mean she has her things that she does with her girlfriends. We do together. She does with the kids or whatever. And I have my things that I do. And maybe we do shit together with the rest of the family, the grandkids, the children, and shit like that. That's a success. Anything other than that is a fucking failure as a marriage. Now, that's just my opinion. You can fall under this new banner of there's all kinds of relationships and shit like that. But for me, having been married, the failure is a divorce. That's your stamp of fucking failure. That's your certificate of failure. It is. And I know because I filed that paperwork and put it in myself. I got pictures of making my ex-wife sign that shit. I do. That was a failure. I didn't feel good about that shit. It was a failure, and I had to accept that shit. Best believe she wasn't submissive or cooperative to Dre for all those years. Cooperative wives don't get divorced. Ray, I will disagree with that. You can have a cooperative woman for a number of years, but look, like we talk about all the time, women is like waves in the wind, okay? When they change, they hormones change, they mind state change, maybe they grow in intellect or something like that, they will want to change. This culture right now pushes women to always change and never settle. If you listen to BGS, he'll tell you the environment has changed and women change because they're sensitive to the environment. Nicole Young ain't no goddamn different. There was a time that Dr. Dre was the best thing for her. And now there's a time where she don't want no parts of Dr. Dre. She just want Dr. Dre money. It's just what it is. Me and my ex-wife right now, we could sit down and talk. We could sit down and have a fucking laugh. And she did some grimy shit. Some grimy shit in the relationship that got us divorced, right? But there was a time, I know proof positive, that motherfucking chick loved my dirty draws. Loved my dirty draws. But you know what happened? The environment started shifting. 2008 happened, shit got a little tough because a lot of people were out of work. All right, Malika, I'll look for it as soon as I get off of here. And her girlfriends who were single and her disgruntled white bosses who were divorced fed into her what should or should not be happening in her marriage, and that worked on her. She is not the strongest person like that. Their influence influenced her more than me influencing her because she was already predisposed to always look for that mother figure. So all these other women who are older than her that she idolizes is telling her you should get out of your marriage. And what do you think she fucking did? She got out of that marriage with the no good black dude and found her a white boy. Now everybody's happy. You think she happy? No, I think she's miserable. I've seen her. I think she low-key miserable. I think she is. So it happens. Women change like that. It's disappointing for men because men, in a sense, understand that look, if I like something, I like something. If I like fucking burritos, I like fucking burritos. If I like this chick, I like this fucking chick. It's just how we are. Women ain't like that shit. It's conditional. All they shit is conditional. On the weather, on the mood, how you treat, how you change. You can never really change too much in a woman's eyes if she ain't fully committed like that. And even that full commitment will, over time, especially if y'all in a relationship or marriage together, kids and shit will change up over years. You'll start feeling differently. Talk to people who've been married over 20-something years, 30, 40 years. There was whole years that they didn't like each other. Whole years. Only reason they relationship can be considered a success is because that time of not liking each other didn't break them apart. They stuck in that shit and stayed together. These Russian motherfuckers, god damn, dude. They stuck in it. Culture now, the environment now tells women not to stick in it for shit. If she don't like the other women look at you too much, she should jump out of the relationship and go find somebody else and jump on the cock carousel. That's what the culture is pushing. That's what the environment is pushing. So Dead Set, look, Dead Set telling you Dead Set been divorced. Success in marriage is survival of the marriage. Yeah, I've always seen it that way too, Dead Set. I don't understand. Well, I do understand. Anybody who hasn't been married will have a different view on that shit. But there's certain things you have to experience for yourself and not look at it from a not look at it from argumentation standpoint of just speculating. Certain things you need to know by having, where the rubber meets the road, actually being involved in the damn situation. Because a lot of people can, and this is no shots at Edward, y'all know I got respect and actually like Hurricane. I do like Hurricane. But me personally, I don't like people talking on shit that they haven't done. If you ain't never been married, don't tell people about what marriage is because you're looking at it from the outside. You've never been in one, so how would you know? And you can't tell me about other people's marriages because you ain't in them either. You're not. I can tell you from being married and taking what I was speculating on the outside and what I know from the inside, every marriage is fucking different because people are different. And whatever you decide that you want your marriage to be, that's what the fuck it's going to be. And nobody on the outside is going to know the full deal. Nobody. There's whole couples out here doing all kind of shit that you would never even think of unless you was into some different communities and stuff. You wouldn't know it all. But that's their marriage. And it's not up for speculation or scrutinization from anybody outside of that shit. Focus on your own relationship. So that's me. So it happens. Women can fall in love, women can fall out of love. It can happen quick. It can take a long time to happen, but it will fucking happen sooner or later. The only thing you're doing as a man, in my opinion, is spending your time in between that point. Maybe you can prolong it for a number of decades. Maybe you can. Maybe you're lucky enough to do that shit. Maybe you can't make it last a month. It won't work. She'll fall in, she'll fall out. That's women, motherfucker. That's just how women are. That's why men take the failure of a relationship differently than women, because men get into shit to be into it. Women get into it because it's convenient. It works for what you got going on right now. And when the situation changes, the environment changes, she'll be the fuck out of it too. Like Nicole Young. So fuck that bitch for getting some money out of me when Dr. Dre dropped his next 2 albums. Because I'm going to buy them. And I know he's going to be kicking that money. A portion of that money is going back to Nicole. So, Nicole, I need my piece of pussy. Since you on the carousel. Since you on the carousel now, I need the complimentary BJ. Oh shit! These motherfuckers are so fucking stupid, dumb as fuck. Look, Ray. We all can be claiming that shit. Look, Detox is gonna come out next month, or yeah, I think it's January, February. Detox is coming out. Who not gonna get that shit? I just heard some of the Dr. Dre shit that he just put on the damn Grand Theft Auto. That shit is awesome. That taking the scenic route with Rick Ross. I told you, I love that shit. The other shit with Snoop and all of them and how they melodically coming in on each other verses. I think it's ETA or something like that. That shit was awesome. Look, I like Dre, so and I like Dre beats and music. So look, nigga, she gonna get paid off of me a little because I'm gonna buy that shit just to support. So it is what it is. But fuck her for the divorce and running that motherfucker pockets. But shit, it is what it is. He didn't have. He could have fought that shit. He could have fought a little harder. He kind of fucked up getting somebody's secondhand woman and then giving her babies, and then she was a lawyer on top of that shit. Ooh, nigga, you about to get raped. You about to get all kinds of rape. You was better off fucking Michelle A again. Mm-mm. And 100 million. I'm like, for what? For her pussy? For the kids you gave her? Bitch, please. What is you doing? That's $100 million worth. Nah, fuck you. They need to cap that shit. They really do. I wish men would get on one accord with some shit like capping fighting these damn divorce laws and capping that shit. Motherfucker, you can get what 10,000 a year. That's it. And maybe you can go up from there. The longer you stay in, the more you can possibly be in for. Because this shit is just like between divorce court and child support court, you ain't supposed to have a goddamn dime left from fucking a chick once. Trust me. Fucking a chick once. One nut can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I speak from experience. One nut, one night. One time I just felt like blowing off some fucking steam. Lifetime of money gone. I ain't saying nothing. I love my son, but goddamn, that motherfucker cost me a house, a whole fucking house, from one nut. So I know what a sperm is worth. Upwards of what $400,000 on my end. So that's it on that. It's about an hour in. I don't see no questions in here. Made some of y'all laugh. That's good because some of that shit was funny to me too. I'm home. I'm sitting in front of my house. I'm about to get in here and get this wet shit off, get in this hot shower, and get my ass relaxing or whatever. I may fire up a killing time just because I'm itching to get back on this division two, or I may do what I was supposed to do and get these last two videos out, this Matrix video and this Sunday binge video. Malika, I will look at your email when I get off of here because I can't do it on my phone while I'm on the stream. It'll probably disconnect the stream and that cut my flow. So, thank you guys for coming through, and I will catch you guys next time. If you haven't seen Book of Boba Fett, you should check that shit out before Friday because come Friday, you need to be watching Cobra Kai. So if I'm actually going to do a watch party, I will put the message up and throw the link out there so we can get on the watch it of the Cobra Kai. It might not be nothing worth to see in the first episode, so we'll see. But thank you guys for coming through. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm right in the middle of the Matrix. Oh my God, Ray, you in the middle of the Matrix? Good luck, sir. Take the snooze pill. Let me get out of here. All right, y'all. Peace.